Have you ever been stuck in your mind trying to solve a problem? And when you finally found the solution, it seemed to be coming out of the blue. In this video, we talk about how your infinite consciousness and your finite mind can work together in harmony to solve problems and get ahead in life. And stay until the end of the video where I show you a simple exercise if you're stuck in your mind to get out of your mind and access your creativity so you can solve a problem or situation. If this is the first time that we meet, I'm Jonas Erb, and on this channel we talk about authenticity and personal growth. We provide tools and ideas that help you gain clarity, freedom, and fulfillment in your life. If you haven't yet, consider subscribing just down here. Through 7 years of daily meditation practice and 5 years of engineering studies, I've really experienced myself how the mind and infinite consciousness can work together. And so it's important to understand that the mind is a very useful tool. It's very important. It has very good ability to solve problems and to understand things and categorize them. And just in certain environments, you can just solve a problem with your mind. But then infinite consciousness is where the creativity is coming from. So when the mind is stuck, what happens is you need to step out and stop and just be quiet and silent. And then there's this nothingness, which is infinite consciousness. And from there, from the nothingness, the creativity comes. So it's really important to understand how those two are working together. And if you experience this yourself, you're going to have the ability to, whenever you realize that your mind is stuck and you're just spinning around and you don't get ahead, you can just cut it. And then you can open up this space for this silence, for this nothingness to open, and then the new idea can come out. Because the mind is a replay kind of instrument. It replays what it already knows, and it can basically logically put ahead steps, but sometimes a step for a problem is not logical. So, and it's important to understand that some people that get lost in just trying to use the mind for everything, and then they are basically avoiding, like they have, sometimes it's difficult for them to like really access their creativity. They get lost in just trying to solve everything logically, and some things are not always logical. Life is not always logical. And then there are the other people that are like just like infinite consciousness meditation and just go real spiritual, but then they're avoiding to use their mind to solve problems or get ahead in their life, which is a very useful tool. So write down in the comments which type are you. Are you the one that is more just using your mind, or you're just trying to like let infinite consciousness take over and solve your whole life, but avoid to use the mind? Write down in the comments. So let's take an example and see how mind and consciousness can work together. So when I was programming and engineering, one thing I noticed is that whenever you're trying to basically have a problem, an error in the code, a bug in the code, whenever you're trying to solve this error, then usually it's like I'm trying to logically understand and think, where can I solve this problem? Where could the problem lie? But then oftentimes it's when I get still and then there's this idea coming, oh, wait a second, I have to look there. And then I go watch there and I realize, okay, there was the error. And so that's what happens when the mind and infinite consciousness work together. It's like your mind is just going to a certain point when it doesn't know how to continue. And from that point, you're going to have to use something else. And so I want to give a great example of this just as an image for you to understand. In Colombia, in Guatapé, when I was traveling, there's this beautiful lake where there's a lot of little islands. I'm going to show you this picture just here. And you see those little islands and you see the water. And so the water around those islands is infinite consciousness. And the islands is where the mind can walk by itself. And the mind can walk on all those islands, but in between there's always water. And so sometimes you need to access infinite consciousness to jump from one island to the other. Because the mind only knows how to manage a complex problem that has some kind of structure and is some kind of like, it's finite. Because the mind is finite, it cannot understand or conceive infiniteness or infinity. And so the nothingness, this like creativity that is helping the mind when the mind doesn't know, that's a very important tool, and you have to learn to really step into that tool. And I'm going to show you a simple exercise now how you can do that. So the exercise is very simple. First, ask yourself, does spinning around in your head about the situation or problem help you get ahead? Usually it doesn't. And if it doesn't, stop. Stop now. Then take a deep breath in. And start to notice your body. Start to feel your body. Feel your chest. Feel your stomach. And start to breathe consciously. Start to really feel and breathe consciously. and then relax into this quiet, relax into this silence, and let the solution to your problem come out of the silence. Really just sit down, relax, breathe, and consciously let yourself relax into the silence. Don't try to find a solution, but just let the solution come out of the silence. And allow yourself to just relax into your body and into this breathing and just into the silence. And see what happens. Let me know what happens. Write it down in the comments. And so that's what I wanted to tell you with this video. Let me know if you liked it by hitting the like button. And to see more of those videos, please support my channel by subscribing to my channel and turn on notifications by clicking on the notification bell. And so you'll be notified for new videos. And watch some more of my videos. This one is the one that YouTube thinks you would like the most. And this is my most recent video. So have fun watching and have a great day. Goodbye, everyone.